this category. So now we're going to go into details. Jewelry. Introduction. So meaning So meaning the jewelry um, for fashion, right? Okay. Introduction. The sages forbade women to wear adornments in the public domain and Carmelis, and according to some poskim, even in a closed courtyard that has no eruv. The sages enacted this rule for the fear that the wearer might remove the adornment to show to the others that might then carry it 4 cubits in the public domain. They therefore forbade the wearing of adornments in all aforementioned places. Nevertheless, since the times of Geonim, the women have been known to wear jewelry, and the later poskim have searched for justification of this practice. Some justify it on the basis of the opinion that the area does not qualify as a public domain unless it is traversed by 600,000 people. They explain that during the time of the sages, when the cities and streets qualify as a public domain, there is a 16 cubits wide and traversed by 600,000 people daily, were common. The sages prohibited wearing jewelry even in Carmelis. Less people wear it in the public domain too. In regard to the to times such as ours, however, when virtually all of the streets are only Carmelis, for hardly there are streets traveled by 600,000 people daily. There are streets, but we're going to explain. They did not prohibit wearing jewelry in Carmelis, since wearing jewelry in those streets will almost never lead to wearing jewelry in a real public domain. Okay, before we continue, let's do this paragraph from the beginning, and we're going to explain because there are several very important ideas that we must know. Okay, from the beginning. The sages forbade women to wear jewelry. Why? Right? Wear meaning like carrying. So we learn the laws of Shabbos. So you're not allowed to carry from one domain into another domain, from private meaning your house, outside on the street. So on the side of the street, it's not exactly public, as we going to explain. It's like a semi-public. We call it Carmelis. Okay, so you're not allowed to carry from one domain into another, right? And from that domain into private, right? And you're not allowed to carry 4 amos. 4 amos, we said it's like a little more than 7 feet, right? 7.5 feet plus minus. In meters is approximately less than 2 meters, or approximately 2 meters or something. Right, plus minus. Okay, so meaning it's like 4 steps or something, like 4 steps in a public domain or Carmelis. So they were afraid that 2 women are going to meet in the street, and one would say, "Oh, look at this bracelet. Where did you get it? I never seen it." They say, I got it. My husband gave me Erev Shabbos, or my father gave me, whatever the story is. And can I see it? Yeah, sure. And she takes off and hands another, and they start walking. And guess what? Now they walk with jewelry like for more than 4 hours. That's of course a problem. So it's if it's a public domain, 100% public domain, it's Torah prohibition, right? If it's not public domain, it's a rabbinical prohibition. So that's the thing, right? So they say what is the leniency today that women do women became accustomed to wear jewelry. So women, especially today, jewelry, since it not only jewelry like a real one made of gold or some like a silver or diamonds. So they're fake jewelry. It's not fake. I mean, they look very presentable. Instead of diamonds, they have a cool cubic zirconia. I mean, I saw it a few times, and I have not seen, I never seen diamonds very close, but can I tell the difference between the cubic zirconia and diamonds, or this Swarovski crystal? I don't know. I would not tell. the difference. I mean, but looks amazing. Swarovski crystal, amazing, but they cost, I don't know, like 10%, 5%, 3% of the cost of the diamond, maybe even less. I don't know. Right, so today meaning that people have jewelry and unless it's like out of ordinary, so you're not going to impress anybody. So meaning that since women get used to like a jewelry, even fake one, real one, doesn't matter, right? During the week, so they say most likely they're not going to take out and show their friends unless it's very expensive. But if it's very expensive, most likely she would not want to take out like in public, so somebody would come and grab it. Okay, so that's first thing. And second, we said real public domain. So since women were wearing this jewelry, so it said like who told them there is allowed. So they say maybe because of this, because we don't have a real public domain. So real public domain, as we said, according to our paskim, when you have one street, we said we learned it before, but just to remind it, since it is a topic. So we said the one street cross the whole town, or perpendicular, or like lenswise, whatever, right, to most of the town, and it's wide as 16 cubits. So 16 cubits is 32 amos. 16 cubits is 32 feet. 32 feet, I don't know, what is it, meters, 10 meters, 12 meters, whatever, very wide. So it's like 3 or 4 lanes each direction, right? So like just to us to imagine, right, this state, it's a pretty wide street, right? So, right, and it does not have a covering on top, and 600 people are going each day. Is it possible? Yeah, for sure it's possible. Where we live, there is for sure such a streets. In New York City, for sure there is such. In Paris or London, for sure. Like all of the tourists, yeah, for sure there are so many people. And so meaning that, but all other streets, but how many streets? Like limited number of streets. All other streets, for sure there's no. It's not that wide. It's not crossing the whole town. It's right. So meaning what? Most of the streets are Carmelists. So Carmelists, we said it's rabbinical. Okay, and plus women got accustomed to jewelry, so that helps a lot. Okay, so I think we covered it, so I'm going to skip and continue with the next paragraph. Many poskim dispute this reason on the ground that A, numerous Rishonim do not require 600,000 passers-by to qualify the area for public domain, and B, in our times too, there are streets that do meet this qualification. Okay, so I'm not sure what is the definition by some Rishonim. I never looked into it, so that I guess they only go by the width of the street, right? If the street is so wide, so for sure that a lot of people going back and forth, for sure. Otherwise, why would it need such a wide streets, right? One thing, and probably it's going through the whole town. At least these two conditions. Okay, so continue. Other authorities justify the custom. So I mean, we try to understand right, why were Jewish women were wearing the jewelry if it says not to, right? Okay. Others authorities justify the custom. I mean, even today. On the base, so meaning today, why did Jewish women wear jewelry today? So that's the question. Other authorities justify the custom on the basis that the sages promulgated their ban on wearing jewelry only in their times. Okay. When jewelry were rare and women did not wear it on the weekdays, right? So I mean, right. On the weekdays usually, like because why? Because women would have to do everything. Like she would not wear the ring, right? Why? Because she needs to do like feed chicken and right, not slaughter chicken, but clean this and babies and this and that. No diapers, or like do the fish, clean the fish, clean the chicken, like salt the meat. So for sure, her hands would be dirty, like and clothing and stuff like that. So she would not wear the jewelry for sure, like to show to whom, to horses, to cows, to whom. Right, so that's why, right? They did not were not used to. right? Only on the week, on right, only on Shabbos and Yom Tov. So that's when they would meet, right? And we would want to show off to her friends. Okay. There was then, therefore, the apprehension that they would meet their friends on Shabbos. They would remove their adornments to display them. Right, so meaning they say, maybe other authorities say that maybe when sage is promulgated, it was based on a condition in their time, and that's a job of our sages who lives in this generation, who knows this generation, and they see the issue up coming up, right? They see in the holy vision, and they promulgate a decree, say don't do this or right, don't do this or do that. Okay. In our times, however, jewelry is more common and worn even during the week. We have no fear that the woman will remove to show to her friends. Okay, meaning that unless we said it's very very specific, out of ordinary. Okay. Other points out that the sages did not prohibit women of rank from wearing crowns on Shabbos, since only women of rank were wearing this type of adornment, and such women do not remove jewelry to show to their friends. So wherever crowns there were, so they wore crowns on Shabbos. So of course, it's simple people would be like show off and show their friends, but the crown nobody would remove the crown, right? So meaning women of rank. And today, so the question arises: should the women lean on the left side during the Pesach Seder? So men must. It's not should. They must. So it says if you drank a cup of wine and you did not lean, right? Or when you ate this matzah and did not lean, you have to eat it again. You have to drink again. So of course the leader is obligated, absolutely a must. Before doing anything, announce. Now we're going to lean on the left side. So the question, women should lean. Maybe it's a modest when they sit in this position. Maybe it's immodest, right? So our sages say the women of rank would do it. Many important women. So and they are the later sages say, but today all of our women of rank. So I think that the tradition of Ashkenazim, right? We lean. Women lean more. Most of them lean on the left side, but Sephardim, not everyone. Right? I'm not sure who do, who don't, but I know that many of them don't. Okay. Continue. In our times, we may say that all of the women fit this category of women of rank. Therefore, in the times of the Talmud, women did not leave their houses all week. Right? They were just to have bread. Right? So today you buy breakfast cereal, something, you got the milk. So, but just think about it. To prepare the morning the breakfast, it was like big endeavor. Go milk your cow, right? Go start the dough and bake it, and you have to get the firewood and maybe right, prepare the firewood. It's the whole big operation. Right, so of course the women were very busy. That's why sages say all of the mitzvahs that connected to time, women not obligated. Okay, because they were very busy with to taking care of the house. Okay. Furthermore, times of the Talmud, women did not leave the house all week. Okay, we said, and consequently, they never met their friends. Moreover, they did not visit their friends in their homes even on Shabbos. And there was no women gallery in a synagogue. Oh, wow. So women did not go to the synagogue, like in many of them, right? The synagogue, where they could display their finery, right? And that's the problem. So today, of course, in majority of synagogues, there is a women's sections, they call it gallery, right? And women come, and unfortunately, that's what many of them do. They display their jewelry. They talk about during the prayers, unfortunately. Right? In my shul, Baruch Hashem, they're very organized, Baruch Hashem. I mean, of course, the few clownesses come from time to time, but most of them actually pray, and they're quiet, and very respectful during the Torah reading, for sure. And even during the prayers. I mean, of course, there's sometimes somebody would come, but Baruch Hashem, it's a blessed place. Let's put it this way. Okay, so but right, the only place they met, their friends, was on the street. So meaning like houses. If you think about houses and if you read the books about all houses, it was one room. It was the one room. That's it. So and of course they were divided with a curtain, right? That's most of the houses was like that. So my father's house, my mother's house. I mean, it's only previous generation that they have like this. I think no, my mother they moved, so they have two rooms house, and I think kitchen was in one of the rooms. That's what I think. Right, that's how they lived, right? So meaning, so now this girl from outside is going to come to her girlfriend's house, and now all the brothers are looking at her. So it's very modest, right? So that's why they would meet on the street, because there is no place in the synagogue, no place in the house, right? Only on the street. In our times, however, women go out and visit their friends. So now they have different rooms. They have kitchen, dining room, fancy schmancy, right? Backyards. Friends, even during the week. Okay. Moreover, they see each other in a synagogue on Shabbos, right? So meaning they not so so they most likely they already saw this jewelry. Okay. There is therefore no danger that they will remove their jewelry in the street to show to their friends. Meaning, unbelievable, good news, right? We are safe. Nowadays, it is a prevalent custom for women to wear jewelry on Shabbos, even in public domain. Right? So, meaning it's for adornment, very important. It's for adornment, and they're not going to remove. Okay. Concerning men, however, the poskim write that conscious individual. Who is this conscious individual? That's you see this Hebrew saying, but the different translation. It's Baal Nefesh. Remember yesterday? I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I don't remember already. In this Archot Tzadikim, we said when we talked about when this Rav Yachnes, when he came to Rav Yaakov Kamenetsky, and he said should I go on the next level? I'm only seeing this simple bochur, maybe I should not, and stuff like that. And he said, yeah, Bal Nefesh, the meaning the person who wants to be stringent with himself, he should be machmir, so he should be stringent with himself. Right, so meaning it says about men, is it forbidden, absolutely forbidden for a man to wear jewelry? No, it's not. Right, so it says, but a conscious individual should avoid wearing jewelry outdoors on Shabbos. It's about men. Okay, so I mean, it's technically, is it? It's a famous question. Is it allowed for men to wear jewelry? It's not recommended. Is it forbidden? No, it's not forbidden. Maybe it's when jewelry is too girlish. I mean, maybe I don't know, like pink or something. But otherwise, yeah, men should not wear jewelry. Okay.